Enhancing English with Intransitive Phrasal Verbs, an interactive journey. Hello, language enthusiasts. Today, we're delving deeper into the fascinating world of phrasal verbs. Our focus? Intransitive phrasal verbs. We've talked about what they are and how they're used, but today is about practice. So, let's enhance our English together. First things first, let's quickly remind ourselves what intransitive phrasal verbs are. They are a type of phrasal verb that doesn't need an object to complete its meaning. In other words, it makes sense on its own, without any additional information. Examples include phrases like, wake up, sit down, and give in. Remember, we don't need anything else for these phrases to make sense. One of the best ways to learn new vocabulary and grammar is through stories. We remember things better when we're engaged and entertained. So let's start with a short story, sprinkling it with as many intransitive phrasal verbs as we can. As we go through the story, try to identify and understand the context of these phrasal verbs. Now that we've tackled a story, it's time to challenge ourselves. We'll do some interactive quizzes next. This means you'll need to respond, either mentally or aloud, to some questions and exercises I'll present. We'll then review the answers together. This is a great way to reinforce your learning. To further practice our intransitive phrasal verbs, let's create some role-playing scenarios. I'll set up a situation, and your task will be to respond using appropriate phrasal verbs. We'll review these responses together to ensure you're using the verbs correctly and understanding their usage in context. Finally, we'll move on to sentence construction. I'll provide some intransitive phrasal verbs, and your task will be to create sentences using them. This practice will reinforce your understanding and help you start incorporating these phrasal verbs into your everyday English. That's all for today, language learners. Remember, the key to mastering intransitive phrasal verbs is practice. Don't worry if you don't get it right all the time. Mistakes are a vital part of learning. Keep practicing, and you'll see improvements in no time. Until our next lesson, keep learning, keep growing, and, most importantly, keep having fun with English.